I'm running away from my past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. Standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free. That is constantly changing, always rearranging.
Welcome, one and all. It's conference semifinals action here in the SSBL Season 6. Who here is hyped? It's your boy Fisek on the call with you this evening, and for all of the postseason, Squared will be joining later today as we are getting started with what could be one of the most anticipated conference semifinal series that we have seen in a while. The biggest reason is if you take a look at that heroic conference over there, you look at the teams that are a part of it, one thing sticks out aside from the moonshots, and that is Olds. The Vikings, Dragons, and Knights, all from the heroic legends, are Olds AF. Aging gets kicked into high gear this offseason. All Season 1 players will receive anywhere between 60 to 80 points deducted from their ratings this offseason, which means for a lot of these teams with these players, this is going to be their last chance. Their window is going to slam shut. The door, even, if you would think the entire shebang is going to get shut this offseason if they do not win it. I'm Fisek on the call. Let's go ahead and give you an overview of what's going to be happening tonight. We'll get things started at Big Sky Ballpark. It'll be the Knights against the number 2 seed, the Moonshots. All 4 top seeds making it through in the heroic. That'll be Hurley versus Good. From there, we'll head over to the Epic for what was in the Epic Conference, the 6 and the 5 seeds advance. So the number 6 seed ball players will be taking on the number 2 high rollers at Red Rock Park. That pitching matchup is Leonard Northwest versus Tipsy Reynolds. From there, we'll head to our nightcap. We've got the Dragons at the Vikings at Shaka Sports Turf. Brock Hansen versus Gardner Minshew. And then finally, kicking it off with our game of the night, the biggest rivalry in the SSBL. It's the Bombers against the Serpents. Narcisio Dixon versus Sammy Green at Big Sky Ballpark to close it off. Make sure, I believe the prediction window just closed, so hope you were able to get those in. But regardless, we are now going to make our way to Big Sky Ballpark to start off this evening. And guys, I just gotta tell you, it is a pleasure to have you here with me tonight. I love postseason in the SSBL. It's a little bit sweeter having the Dragons in it, as I do need to fix all these scores, and I will get to that. I am running a little bit by myself today, so it might take a little bit to update everything, so I hope you guys will bear with me as we get through, as we are underway in the conference semifinals. It's very good on the mound for the Moonshots. Happen to the right side. Wreck Dreams makes the throw to Good, steps in the bag, having a little bit fast there, but able to work through it. Brings up Shaz Leathers, who spent some time on the DL, or rather on the IL. He was down low on the IL. Lines this one right to Earl Crump. 2 gone. And now here is Levi Booth. So both teams at full strength, not missing any players. We'll talk about some of the players that are missing in this postseason when we get to the high rollers game. This one's popped up right side, but that should get out of play, and it will. And Earl Crump right here, so it'll be a 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Nick Hugh, Matty Musgrove's Kodiak Destroyer due up.
Now batting the left fielder, number.
So we're getting to see the Moonshots for the first time this postseason. They were the number 2 seed in the Heroic, were able to pretty cleanly win their division at 8-6. Not the best and most dominant Moonshots team that we've ever seen, but some of those dominant Moonshots teams that we've seen in the regular season crash out in the postseason. So maybe this new look team that's kind of built for the future has something to spare, as this one is hit well into left, tracking back at the track and off of the wall. It is off of the hand of Angeles. It'll be a double, and that'll bring up Kodiak Destroyer.
Third baseman, number 4.
Moonshots with a chance to strike early here. Popped into right. Levi Booth makes a grab. Runner will tag and head to third. Booth has got an arm. This throw will not be in time. Musgrove safely into third, and now here is Wreck Dreams.
Number 13.
Nope, that's outside. Nope, that's outside. Outside. Ball forward, take it.
And Dreams earns a walk.
Now
Brings up
batting
Earl
the
Crump,
second baseman,
part of the
number 7.
younger side of this Moonshots roster, as they will catch Dreams stealing. So they get a 1-out double to left and a runner on third, but it doesn't turn into scoring. We'll head to the top of the second. Angeles giving Bates to do up.
The left fielder, number 17.
All right, that should be all set now. That's a nice dive by Wreck Dreams. Good steps on the bag, one gone.
Now batting
Donut, good to see you. How you doing?
number 2.
Yeah, it is a tough break for them. Dreams steps on the bag. Very good. We'll move to locked in.
The catcher, number 13.
Vinny Bates.
Ball outside.
Glad to hear it. We'll get to see your side for the first time in the next game.
That's foul.
Popped up, right side foul. Full count, 2 outs to Vinny Bates.
Nope, take it back.
And that'll be a walk, so the perfect game dreams are over. Good will move back into neutral, and here is Rock back.
Number 33.
Well, both of these sides have been known for their offensive prowess in the SSBL, and very much true for this season. As I do think I see Squared in the studio now. Left side, Rockback is through. Runners
I'm
on.
surprised there hasn't been a run scored yet.
Now batting.
Yeah,
the
hey,
third
glad to have you with me. I know you won't be with me tomorrow, but glad that you're here.
No, I will not be here tomorrow due to prior commitments, unfortunately, that I forgot I made. But yeah, it didn't take me that long to drop off something at my friend's house, so now I'm here.
Well, Good retired the first 5 batters that she faced.
Yeah, Very Good's actually been scarily, and this is not intentional, but scarily good all season. She's
As this
probably
is
been the best
off of the
pitcher.
glove of Wreck Dream. Sorry, Squared. A run will score
Now batting
off of Wreck Dreams' glove there. So 1-0 Knights.
Yeah, she's been really good this season, but here against probably one of the best offenses in the league, a potent Knights offense. So far, 1 run. She can get out of this and only 1 run. It's a win for the Moonshots.
Well, she is struggling to find the plate here in the second. That'll load the bases now for top of the order, Alex Hatman.
number 26.
Square, take your time, but when you get a chance, we'll love to hear stats on the pitchers for both sides.
Yes, I'm pulling it up now. It's very good this season.
Left side! That one is told!
Oh! I'll go
Just-
into it next, I think.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm pretty sure lightning just struck.
Wow.
Now batting.
Hold on, I gotta...
First baseman,
Gotta
number
pause and make
24.
sure everything's I would definitely pause.
Yeah, pause the game.
Nope. High.
Lightning just struck. It's a good thing I have everything plugged into a surge protector. Welcome, everybody, to the South. All right, can I get an all clear on stream if everything looks good right now?
Meanwhile, on the West Coast, it is 100 degrees, and we do not like it. Actually, I don't think it's 100 today, to be honest with you.
So once I get the all clear from chat, once somebody lets me know that we are good to go.
You're good. I see it, but
All right, we'll go ahead and resume. And yeah, all right, cool. Here we go.
Nope. High.
Jazz Leathers is back in the order.
Steal high.
Was able to come in for the Knights in Game 3 of last week. Left side, that's foul.
Nope. Outside.
As we won't have any of the graphics issues that we had last time. I was able to solve all that. And he gets swung out there, caught looking. Led to the bottom of the second, but the Knights strike first here in the conference semifinals. Crump, Blanco, Pastry, due up.
The second baseman, number 7.
Yeah, welcome to a global warming. Everyone's saying how hot it is. Blazers in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. And he gets rung up there. Hurley
Now
gets in.
batting, the center
so Miles Hurley, he pitched Game 1 against the Lumberjacks. I believe that
As
was
this
in a
ball
loss.
is jacked, heading deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 363 feet, and Dale Blanco puts a run on the board for the Moonshots.
now batting, the designated
So Miles Hurley. Yeah, on the regular season, a 2.73 ERA. That one's pretty well to the right. 2.73 ERA on his way to an All-Star appearance. So kind of a resurgent, one of the more older players in the league. I believe season 2, off the top of my head. But on a pretty resurgent season for him. Has bounced around a little bit.
As he rings him up there. Does strike out 2, but gives up a homer when he heads to the top of the third. 1-run game.
now batting,
Don't consider lightning, not getting lightning as a bummer, because it's very dangerous. And Lasers, glad you survived the Great Flood.
So very good on the season, as that's gonna be ground out to first. Let's see, by far the best pitcher the Moonshots have had this season. 2.17 ERA on the regular season.
That's outside.
Had a 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. So a very contact-heavy pitcher for her. Only giving up 1 run or home run, 1 home run.
Well, Crump's been busy today at second.
the
Is it just me, or does Big Sky looks so much better in the daytime? It just looks so crisp. I don't know what it is.
It looks like a derelict stadium from the 80s at night.
Yeah, it's weird. Like at night, it changes the whole aesthetic, but like in daytime, it looks amazing. Even like in the midday time, it's amazing.
Led to the...
It's-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's one of my more favorite ones in the daytime because you also see the mountains in the back. You know, you see the airport. It's pretty nice.
Plum North to lead things off in the bottom of the third inning.
Lord, probably her last season as a starter for the Moonshots, as they have a couple players in the minors getting ready to take over.
Speaking of which, you'll get to see all of the future players of the SSBL, along with some veterans, in the Super Sim Classic taking place this offseason. Gibbon, nice dive, but that won't be thrown in time. See the SSBL teams, really the SSBL futures, against the SMB3 teams. That'll start on YouTube on July 5th, I believe, is when that'll kick off.
Are we commentating every game, by the way?
Shaz Leathers will take this in foul territory. I believe Josh will be commentating all of the games that are going to YouTube. He might need us to do some of them, but then we will be, for the Twitch streams, we'll be commentating.
Yeah.
And we'll start streaming with the quarterfinals, as that is in time to first. So we'll be doing best of 3 quarterfinals. I believe it's best of 5 semis, and then a best of 7 super series. So it'll be a three stream week, 2 stream week, and then a one stream on the last week, or whatever the schedule that got posted was.
And then we finally take our break.
Drops down in front of Musgroves, and obviously, well, we'll get a little bit of a break because we don't have to stream again.
Now batting the shortstop, number 33.
Let's see.
Because next week should only be 2 days unless we get 2 games.
Yeah, and Josh is gonna join me for that second game, and we'll do all games that day, whether it's 4 or 6. Crump, North, not gonna be in time to first.
Yeah, Crump a little hesitant on the transfer from the glove to his hand, and I think Brock Back would have got there anyway. But Knight's trying to be aggressive here, also going early on the count.
Now batting
It gets very good.
designated hitter, number 21.
70 pitches for good through 4.2 innings. Right side, that gets past Rec Dreams, who has not had a great day at first so far. Runner advances to third.
Batting the center fielder, number
Yeah, I was just laying on the reaction there, and it just got past him. I think he was playing. He was holding the runner at first, so a big chance here for the Knights.
So we start streaming July 13th, 14th, 15th for the quarterfinals. Popped into right, that's foul. And then the 19th, 20th, and 21st, it'll finish up as he gets rung up there. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Dreams, Crump, Blanco due up. So I guess,
now batting
actually, now that I see this,
number 13.
I think all of them are best of 3, except for the finals,
Except for
which
the
are best of
finals,
5.
yeah. I was looking at the schedule. Yeah, it's best of 3 up until the final, and then up until the quarterfinal, it's just one and done. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we'll be on break, although we will then, after the 21st, we'll be back on the 26th for the draft. And then
Which will be fun.
and then the spring training actually starts the 9th. So, but the thing is that, like, we won't be doing dual casts and triple casts for the regular season. So we'll go back to our schedule of only pretty much like once a week we'll stream.
Yeah, I think dual cast and triple cast for the regular season is. I mean, the only time we ever did it was the last day of the season.
For the fun times, just to make
Yeah.
sure that for the most important stuff get covered.
Yeah.
And then opening day scheduled for August 16th, and that's to help make it so that we can get done by Thanksgiving is the goal.
Yeah.
As he gets swung up there. That way we can all have the month of December off before we'll keep things going with season 8 that will start in 2022. Which is crazy to think about.
Already in season, almost in season 8. I mean, we have to get through season 7 first and season 6, but
Yes, that you are speaking truth right now.
French Pastry, the should have been Rookie of the Year, but Also robbed of an All-Star appearance. Or he is a Rookie of the Year, but robbed of an All-Star appearance.
And then Freischak got into the All-Star game and wasn't named Rookie of the Year, so those two kind of flip-flopped honors.
18.
Oh,
So not a
man.
bad walk for Hurley. You know, I'd much rather face curls over pastry. Oh my
Andy
god!
Gibbon, what a snag! He was about
Saves
to
a
make
run.
you eat dirt for that one, because that would have
Honestly.
been
I'm
at
trying to set
least
myself up, dude. I'm trying to set myself up.
that would have been a double there.
One second, I'll be right back.
Do want to give a shout out to everybody who has followed us in recent days as Bum North to the first in time, one gone. Shout outs to TG1 Hunter, Dr. Green Thumb 69, Modown OS, The Winter Gamer, Black Sox 96, Benoits, Hot Middle Edge, and then just followed us, Extra Cod. Thanks so much for the follow as he gets rung up there.
The left fielder.
Happy for you to join our community.
Ball outside.
Here is Haley Angeles 0 for 2. Popped up, the right side, Wreck Dreams. Makes the grab. And we will head to the bottom of the fifth. Plum North, Nick Hugh, and Matty Musgroves due up for the moonshots.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12.
Just Leather settles it. One gone. Here is Nick Hugh.
The left fielder, number 3.
No, that's high. Foul. Nope, that's inside.
Right back to Hurley. Throw to first. In time, 2 gone.
Now batting, the
And here is 1 for 2 with a double Matty Musgroves.
29.
Currently approaching 70 pitches here in the bottom of the fifth, so his pitch count a little bit more under control than Barry Goods. Still getting up there a little bit.
Foul ball.
As I see Dan is in the chat.
Dan showing up to another night stream.
Well, he knew that they could coast through the postseason, or they could coast through the regular season, and so this is when his real season starts in the postseason. Oh, nice take there by Musgroves. Full count. Popped up behind the plate, and despite the backstop being 3 inches, Vinny Bates is able to make the grab, so we'll head to the 6th. Given Bates him back, due up a 1-run Knights lead.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2.
Ball inside.
Good now at 90 pitches through 5. This ball's hit well into right, but is really short.
You're out.
Musgroves is there.
Now batting, the catcher.
Yeah, Park favors right-handed hitters with that short left field, but the right field pretty deep.
And like it's so nice, we'll do it twice. This time Blanco will receive that.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 33.
I think Red Rock Park for lefties might be one of the most favorable in all of the game.
I agree. Red Rock is. I know it's not. No team plays there, but El Viejo is pretty favorable for lefties as well,
Full count.
and Bounders. But we don't play at those parks. But yeah, in terms of the parks we play at, probably Red Rock's probably the most favorable.
The third baseman,
Short porch.
number
That'll do it for Barry Good. Here comes D. Beltford, the long reliever. And what can you tell me about D. Beltford?
Well, Belfort, he hasn't had the season as you think he would have. 17 innings, 22 hits, 15 runs, 7 walks, 10 strikeouts, and a .94 ERA.
Nope, that's inside.
He's been starting all regular season, moving to the long relief role when the playoffs started. So it's not what you expect from a player of his caliber.
Plum North makes the throw. Weiss too slow. Led to the bottom of the sixth. Destroyer Dreams Crump due up for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the
I like how you said that. Destroyer Dreams. Yeah.
number 4.
Someone should submit Destroyer Dreams as a player name.
We're making it clever.
Ball inside.
And he should have 99 hitting statistics and like 10
No
of everything
contract.
else. Jazz Leathers. And the Knights were able to do somewhat decent without Leather Square. They went 1-2. They lost that title determiner for the division against the Vikings in extras, in which they didn't score many runs. They got beat by the Jacks in their first game. And then they were able to finally win their first game without Leathers in the second. But regardless of whether or not he made a huge impact while he was in the lineup, it's certainly, you got to think for the Knights, good to see him at first.
Yeah, I mean, July Newton's nobody to slouch at, but she hasn't got much work all season. So, I mean, she has had her moments. That ball gets away from Vinny Bates. She has had her moments in the playoffs, but yeah, I mean, Shaz Leathers is just a force at that top of the lineup and really just sets the table for the rest of the Knights lineup.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there.
Now batting,
Now we'll bring up the home run hitter, Dale Blanco.
fielder, number 40.
Nope, that's inside.
Plenty of speed out there at second. Not gonna matter.
Sizzlon has popped up. Rock back. Makes the grab. And we will head to the top of the seventh. Sacred and then top of the order. Do it for the Knights as this one-run lead. I mean, but I was mentioning it before you tuned in, Squared, that these are two of the best offensive teams in the league and well as in like league history. It always seems like the Moonshots and the Knights can just put up runs. So every time we see a low-scoring game like this, it's a little bit surprising.
This is the most unsafest one-run lead in SSBL history.
Now batting, the
I think we can be fairly confident that this game will not end 2-1. Runner on first now after that leadoff walk. Here is Alex Hatman.
That's high. Off the plate. Nope, that's low. See ya. Ball four, take
And he earns a walk. So some patience from the Knights batters here. And here comes a tense 0-3 Shaz Leathers.
And this is what Belford's done. He's been frustrating the Moonshots with his pitching, gets himself into trouble, and now, as we talked about, Shaz Leathers, 2 runners on, nobody outs.
ball inside. See ya. Nope, that's low.
Full count to Shaz Leathers. Swings at ball 4, caught by Destroyer for the first out.
now batting,
And Shaz really went out for that one to get the ball and just gave a gift for Belford.
See ya.
So now here's Levi Booth with one out. What can he do?
Strike. Nope, that's out.
Oh, check swing there, as that would have been a 3-pitch strikeout.
Strike three.
It's a 4-pitch instead as he rings him up there.
now batting,
So the Knights go from runners on first and second, nobody out, to here is Angeles 0-3 with the last chance right now
That's inside.
to score some runs here in the top of the seventh.
See ya. That's high.
If the Moonshots get out of here, could this be a momentum swing for them, as this is 2 Crump throw to first. Belford gets out of the jam, and we led to the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the first day of conference semifinals action. I'm Isaac on the call, joined by my buddy Squared. Make sure that you are following us on the Discord to find everything, or rather, join the Discord to find out everything happening in the SSBL. Make sure that you are following our official Twitch, and player submissions are open. See your players in the shining lights. You can find more information at the link below.
the catcher, now batting,
And that'll do it for curls. Ben Ark will come in to pinch hit for him. Squared, what are you seeing from this moonshot team? Is that one works out? The pinch hitter, Ben Ark, goes through, and can the moonshots build off of this?
Moonshots, they've had their chances. They've gotten people on base. They're just missing that one clutch hit from them. Hopefully they threw in Ben Ark to get a little different look, but hopefully Blue North can come through for the moonshots here. But Dante Smalls has been pitching like a god these past couple weeks. Is a daunting task.
Finally, certainly finding his playoff form as he rings her up there.
Now batting. The
Brings up Nick Yu.
Number 3.
No, that's inside. No,
Runner on first, 2 outs. 2-1 count here in the bottom of the 7th. Hit well, but foul. Stays alive. Stays alive again, swinging at anything going over the plate. And chokes up, but that drops down off of the glove of Levi Booth.
He misjudged it.
Now batting.
It was gonna be close. Nick Q got handcuffed there on that pitch, swung out a ball. And so now here is Matty Musgrove with a runner 90 feet away to tie it, but hits this right to Shaz Leathers. Dante Small steps on the bag. Those are never guaranteed nowadays.
No, they're not. But wow, Knights get away with the misplay from Booth and come out of here still leading.
Ben Ark. Is Ben Ark? No, Ben Ark is not injured. He's just that horrible of a fielder.
No, he came in for curls at catcher, so they brought in Wes Murphy, who is actually a catcher.
Number 13.
That one lined out. Here is Vinny Bates.
Wes Murphy was actually the starter season 5 for the Moonshots, but was replaced by curls. Doesn't really have any much hitting stats to speak of, but his defense is more than enough for the Moonshots.
Number 33.
Here is Rock back. This one hit well into center. Tracking back is Dale Blanco and makes the catch.
There's not a lot of balls. They have to be hit with the Moonshots on field. There has to be hit in a certain spot because they are very fast and will catch up to that ball. One of probably the most fast, probably the fastest outfield in the SSBL.
So now the Knights making their own change at catcher, this time a defensive substitution first, as Neville Smiley comes in. And, you know, I wonder, Squared, if we don't see many switches because of the fact that a lot of our games aren't close, as that will be a single.
I mean, no, probably. I have seen the AI will do it maybe like 4 or 5 runs up. But a 1-run game, yes, you want to keep. Because look at the arm now compared to what Vinny Bates had.
Black Sox saying the 7 ERA pitcher dealing. Yeah. Well, I mean, get a load of, do you have Dante Small's numbers? I know they're tainted by the postseason. Although I don't know if no, we don't actually have any postseason stats on him. Is this ball hit to the right, foul?
Dante Smalls on the season had a 5.56 ERA. And what an at-bat by Red Dreams here.
Now batting.
By the way, Black Sox, mentioned you earlier. Thanks for joining our community. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Here is 0 for 3 tenths Earl Crump. Popped up, left side. Kenya West.
Just got under that one. Almost was trying to score up on that one and get a handle on it, but only able to pop it up.
The pressure is all the way up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 out, runners on first and second. Dale Blanco, it's going to have to come to the middle and bottom of the Moonshots order to get something here. Do they have enough power to punch? Right side, dive by Leathers. Small steps on the bag, 2 gone. And now here's rookie Actually, I don't know if those have been announced yet. Have those been announced?
I don't know, actually. And yes, this is actually a good decision by the AI to not go after Patriot. I believe it's Wes Murphy up to bat.
No, take your base.
I actually,
A smart decision for the AI.
I actually don't know if the MVPs were announced yet. No, they have not. They have not been announced yet, so we'll need to get on Josh to announce those. Wes Murphy, right side, Gibbon suctions it in, and if the moonshots are gonna come back, it'll have to be a walk-off. We, Sacred and Hatman, do it for the Knights.
If you told me this is how this game was gonna go, I would have called you a liar.
Well, I mean,
would
I
never
might
believe
have to eat dirt after this one because I said there's no way this game ends 2-1. And right now, Earl Crump, what a dive! Tense makes the grab.
Number 21.
Both offenses just absolutely showing up, or defenses showing up today.
Ball inside.
Belfort is locked in. Gets back into this at bat, full count. And he gets swung up there from a 3-0 to 3 straight strikes. 2 gone, and here is Alex Hatman. Ain't no squared. To be fair to the Moonshots, the Knights might be one of the strongest 3 seeds we have ever seen in the Heroic. As he gets swung up there, and it's walk-off time for Moonshots Nation.
Now batting.
Yeah, probably one of the better, probably the best 3 seed we've seen in the SSBL. Could have very well been the division winner, but. And this is just 2 heavyweights against each other. A lot of people thought this was going to be the conference championship, but here we are in the semifinal.
It starts with Plum North, and then we go to the top of the order. She gets swung up there.
Disgusting.
She is tense. Here is double and single, 2 for 4, Nick Hugh. One swing will tie the game, and the Moonshots need it. Or else they'll be heading to the Swagger Center tomorrow in an elimination game. As that gets over the glove of Kenya Weiss. Someone look up Kenya Weiss fielding stats, please. I think so, but I think it's been well more than 3 scoreless inning, Black Sox. I think it's been a long time since either of these teams scored. Now here is Matty Musgroves as they are
Oh
checking
my
on Hugh at
god,
first.
that might be huge.
One swing away from winning the game for the Moonshots. Instead, they'll just get the out at first. So 2 gone. Kodiak Destroyer, tying run 180 feet away. Big Sky does not give up that many extra base hits, so it'll have to be a well-placed ball. Shaz Leather steps on the bag, and I have to eat dirt because I said no way this game ends 2-1. And here we are, game 1, the Knights sweaty palms it with a 2-1 win. Squared, your thoughts?
I don't think this is nobody better say, "Oh, this is exactly how I thought this series was going to go." No, it's 2-1, 2 high-powered offenses, but the defense really showed up today. I think Moonshots had plenty of chances, especially with 8 hits. Had plenty of chances, but weren't able to get that one hit to really put them up. Middle of the order kind of faltered besides the Blanco home run. You're not seeing, a lot of things for Crump, Dreams, Pastry. Pastry did get 2 walks. Also, bottom lineup kind of faltered as well. But the Knights, their pitching just won the day. Pitcher's duel here, and the Knights came out on top.
It was 3 scoreless innings for Dante Smalls, 3.1 scoreless innings for D. Belfort, which is what Black Sox was referring to as the 7 ERA pitcher in terms of the 3 scoreless innings. Their player of the game will be Miles Hurley, redeeming himself after the Lumberjack series, followed by Dante Smalls and Dale Blanco. Well, that will do it for game number 1. The Knights hold on to a 2-1 win, and they will head to Swagger Center tomorrow with a chance to sweep the series. Coming up, we've got the number 6 seed ball players at the number 2 seed High Rollers. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
Who's next?
Oh, the hero comes, I can hear the drums and a horse is drawn to the kingdom come through the pale moonlight. Hearts ignite to the call. Oh, claim your prize for a crown of stars in the name of love. Be the sacrifice. You and I will stand and fight our backs to the wall. Oh, hero,
Welcome to Red Rock Park for game 2 today. It's ball players at High Rollers, the number 6 seed against the number 2 seed. It'll be Tipsy Reynolds on the mound for the High Rollers. And Squared, what can you tell me about Miss Reynolds?
Number 38.
Casey Reynolds, I believe spent most of the season in the not minors, as in the bullpen. So on the season so far, she has 29 innings pitched, 22 hits, 14 runs, 16 walks, 19 strikeouts for a 4.3 ERA.
Make it 17 walks as the leadoff batter Murph Kelly is walked here as Harry Shelton. Called hit and run, they're only going to get one.
I still think they might have been able to get the runner at second.
Number 23.
Here is the rookie Rick of the Stick. I wonder how many people I trigger when I say Rick of the Stick every single time he comes up.
You trigger me.
Left side, Turnpike will make the throw to first in time, 2 gone.
Now batting,
But the
designated hitter.
first run of the game is 90 feet away. Here is Terry Thunder, Rick De La Stick's stunt double.
That was so funny when you did that.
This one is into left, and that's caught by long stop. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. No runs scored by the ball players. Long stop will lead things off. I was so happy too because it was his first extra base hit. The dude has only hit a home run and singles.
And you're like, oh, it's actually Terry Thunder.
Here is of the Stick stepping on the bag.
Now batting,
Brings up Wally Wooly.
number
And we have Northwest on the mound for the ball players, who's had a pretty rough season. 12 innings and 12 and a third pitch, 16 hits, 10 runs, 9 walks, 12 strikeouts on his way to a 7.3 ERA.
now batting,
Which is funny because these are the aces of these teams, but they have had not the best outings.
But he did shut down the Wildcats in the first playoff start.
3-0 count to Max Range here. I believe he was a
Also,
season 4 pick.
When we do stats, can we have playoffs separated?
Let Whitney know.
Whitney, can we have playoffs separated for stats? Like just a separate tab for playoffs if he's here?
Max Range is walked. Also, Max Range was a season 5 draftee, not season 4 draftee. I'm remembering that now.
Yeah, he is season 5. He was picked, I want to say somewhere in the teens. I forgot what it exactly was, but
Which, by the way, managers, the draft order is up to date through the first 12, as that is caught by Black. We'll head to the top of the second. Black will lead things off.
Thank you, Whitney.
Now batting the third baseman.
Of course, the first 8 picks in the draft are still up in the air, depending on lottery. But interestingly enough, those 4 teams, as we had to go back into the rule book and look it through in the past 24 hours and realize that all 4 and 10 teams actually have the same exact chance of getting that first lotto pick after rereading the rules. It's not until the pick order that changes in terms of using run differential, and it doesn't use the traditional tiebreakers that we have.
Yeah, it's just percentages.
And I also never realized that the draft order was determined by regular season, and that it was only the postseason like rounds that determined which block is. This ball is jack deep, heading back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Toby Barker, 463 feet. And the ball players strike first here in game 2.
Now batting the right fielder.
Absolutely detonates into center field off Tipsy Reynolds. She left the screwball, I believe it was a screwball, in the middle of the zone. And ball players out to a 1-0 lead.
That ball is out in Shaka. This one's into center, not nearly as far, and Piston Omen is there.
Now batting the catcher. Number
Yeah, but the key for the ball players here is like I think it's very important. You really got to score as many runs as possible before you get to your bullpen. And you have to use Northwest and Walker for that matter as long as you can. Key for the high rollers, I mean, it's Tipsy Reynolds, how well is she going to pitch? She's been off and on all season. And are you going to get the ace Tipsy Reynolds, or are you going to get the Tipsy Reynolds we have commonly seen since the end of season 4?
Behind the backstop, Curly Shipwright is there. Do want to note, I mentioned earlier that injuries not really a factor this postseason, except for one team. That team, of course, being the High Rollers, and that person, of course, being Pete Dropkin, who had elbow soreness. That's a 4-week stint on the IL. She does not return until the first day of conference finals. So the High Rollers will have to get through this series without her. Of course, Squared, them winning their division certainly helped, as they did not have to play in the wild card round, but they got to get through this without their star pitcher. As this ball is hit well into left, tracking back at the track at the wall. It's out of here. 371 feet, and we're level at 1. Ken Strudley ties it up.
I was going to say, you took that call really casually. I was like, oh my god, that's probably gone.
I can never tell. Well, because I'll remind you, the last time that I got confident about home runs, jacked became a thing. Like, I was
you
literally...
were calling it like it was a lazy flyout, and I was like, wait,
Well, I mean,
think that's gone.
okay, am I wrong? That ball carried.
It screamed over the fence.
It was a lot closer than you would think. I stand by that. We get to the top of the third. Homer runs to lead things off here for the ball players.
Hey, did you know that Homer Runs is a former Bomber?
I don't like this game. Yeah, that's what Donut was saying too. That ball was not as for sure.
That's the SSBL fact of the game.
Is that Homer Runs is a former Bomber? Well, I'll give you another fact. Is Homer Runs is just homered this ball. As it seems to the track to the wall. It's out of here. The former Bomber skies this one 434, and the ball players are back ahead by 1.
Back-to-back, last 2 home runs have been by former Bombers.
Number 38.
Was that one robbable too? Everyone's like, can that just be the new memes? Like, that should have been robbed. If it's like, even if it's like 492, and it's like, man, Piston Omen's got to do better out there. Throwing to first in time. Nice work there.
Now batting
As I believe that's Tipsy Reynolds going back to neutral. Yeah, she was tense. Back to neutral.
So far, Tipsy Reynolds leaving a lot of balls in the middle of the plate, just like there, and luckily Shelton hits it right to Turnpike for the high rollers.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 23.
Nah, Whitney, that homer run shot was definitely robbable.
Yeah, it wasn't in the second deck or anything.
Yeah, it was still in the ballpark. 2-2 count to Rick of the stick. Up the middle, Rick Turnpike, throw to first in time. Once again, the long ball comes through for the ball players. Omen and then top of the order do it for the high rollers.
Now batting, the center field.
And I might be wrong here, Square, but I'm pretty sure if Piston Omen hits a home run here, the same number in the batting order will have hit a home run for both sides.
You would be right, my friend. But he doesn't hit a home
But
run.
he doesn't.
He was close.
hit it.
He was close.
Man, I mean, it was robbed. That was for sure there.
That one was robbed. Yeah, it was very close.
Here is Alex Longstop. Fouled off. This one will safely get out. And disappears into the Matrix.
It's a glitch.
Murph Kelly there to make the grab. 2 gone. Here is Wally Woolley.
The second baseman, number
All-star appearance for him this season. Starting second baseman.
So I will note that game 1 was also a 2-1 game heading into the third. And we didn't see any more runs in that game. We'll see if that holds true here. That one is a screamer down the right side. That's going to be legged for 2. Nathan Tucker the throw, not in time. Cut off. Woolley gets himself a 2-out double. That brings up max range. This one hit into left. That one will score. Woolley. Toby Barker messes around with it. It's an RBI double for range. That brings up blind Ollie. We're tied at 2.
Rip 2-1 game.
RIP day 1 2-1 games. You know what? Thanks, Donut. Thanks for ruining the meme, Donut. We had 2-1 games for the away side, and you just had to go and ruin it. So selfish.
Northwest, a very different start for him than against the Wildcats.
Donut says he sincerely apologizes.
Apology not accepted.
So the high rollers putting on a little bit of a stint here in the bottom of the third. 2 doubles and a walk has them tied at 2 with runners at first and second. 2 gone, and here is Becky Foe. And she gets rung up there. But the high rollers do tie. Will the ball players score another in the fourth? It'll be the stunt double up first.
designated hitter, number 9.
That one up the middle, and Terry Thunder is aboard. Well, so far through 3 innings, the ball players have scored 2, so they're kind of keeping to what you're saying, Squared, about making sure they get runs early, but unfortunately, not the best start for Northwest, and that could come to trouble once the bullpen gets involved.
Yeah, I mean, I would say high rollers, ball players, about the same amount of firepower between the lineup. It's just high rollers very much had the advantage in terms of pitching. Once you get past Walker in the bullpen, it is kind of rough. So we'll see if that comes into play here, as that is a Dragon special.
6-4-3, they turn it, and now here is Toby Barker. And actually, if I look this up here, if I look at the high rollers order, as that one is up the middle, and so he is now halfway to a cycle. Not a cycle watch though. It's not a cycle watch until they get a triple.
Banning cycle watches until the third at bat.
No, that's not the
Yes.
meme. That's not the meme.
That is the meme. It's now the meme.
No,
that's
no. You can't change the meme. I rule the memes. I'm the meme
I didn't know
guy.
you were a meme lord of the SSBL. How dare you?
Well, yes, because everyone makes memes out of me, so I might as well be the one who's in charge of them. Blind Ollie, throw to
These are
first.
easy.
In time, we'll head to the bottom of the fourth turnpike. Strudley Uptown due up for the High Rollers.
How dare you take the illustrious title of meme lord? That's kind of unfair, man. We have
It's
to have
not
a
so
meme-
much that I'm taking the title as much as it's just been kind of handed to me.
Excuse you, by what committee?
By Jax, by Virginia, by every single meme about me as Murph Kelly. Fantastic play there. Thanks,
No,
Donut.
no, no.
See, Donut agrees.
The
You're outranked.
The title of meme lord,
You are outranked. Donut agrees with me.
the title of meme lord has to go through committees, subcommittees. Has to be voted on.
Well, it's a good thing that I said all committees, as this ball hit well, but that ball died right before the track is sheltering for the second out. Donut Boy saying just everybody's on constant cycle watch. Always a constant cycle watch.
You have gained too much power.
That'll be
Hurricane
a-
No Town facing her former team gets a walk.
It's more so, I just think it would be really funny if, what if we, every single player put in parentheses in the game, is that's going to be caught by Barker. For the third out, we'll head to the top of the fifth, still tied at 2. What if we went to the game and made everybody's middle name in parentheses Cycle Watch? If we have a game on April, I'm telling everybody now, if we have a game on April Fool's Day, I am totally doing that.
We have a game on April Fool's Day. I'm renaming everyone's teams to memes.
No, it'll still be ball players versus high rollers, but it'll be Tipsy, Cycle Watch, Reynolds. Oh my god, it's even funnier with the pictures. Tipsy, Cycle Watch, Reynolds here. That was a nice jump there. Here is Curly, Cycle Watch, Shipwright, and gets the walk. To be fair, 0-0 timed out kind of looks like wheels on a bike. Coincidence? I think not.
Reynolds once again can't really get herself a clean inning at 70 pitches already, and just struggling to like get into a momentum here.
We saw that in game 1 too, as he gets strung up there. That the starters just didn't have the same longevity, even though they haven't given up that many runs.
In the playoffs, if that one's hit pretty high, but in the left field. I feel like for starters, if you get 5-6 good innings out of them, that's a win for you in the playoffs. In the playoffs, a lot more teams are going to get punished for not having good bullpens. That's just how it is. In the regular season, you can get away with not having a good bullpen, you know, because you're seeing a lot of 3-4 starters, unless you're the high rollers, or not high rollers, unless you're the moonshots, to see every ace on your regular season schedule, or if you're the Bombers.
I don't believe there's been a natural cycle in the league. There have been cycles though. Severus Sevi-cycle Shernley for the Walkers did it this season, as well as we had one in the minors. I forget who did it for the Horsemen.
I forgot who it was.
Does anyone remember who hit the cycle in the minors this season?
Was it Bo?
Oh, it might have been Bo Jacoon.
Bo Jackson.
What's funny, because the S wasn't included, so now he's just Bo Jacoon. Yeah, Whitney saying it was Bo. Long stop earns a walk. Brings up Wally Woolley. Last time he was up, hit a 2-out double and then scored. This time he's going to hit into a 4-6-3 Dragon Special, and that's an injury to Wally Woolley. Tweet groin.
Uh-oh. And the injuries keep piling up for the High Rollers.
Our first injury this postseason. Now note that now that we're in the postseason, it does go to games.
We'll see. It depends if he gets pulled out. I think if he doesn't get pulled out, it's nothing. Can we get our injury expert on the call?
I'm also
Whitney.
I'm looking up the rules right now, and I'm looking up the injury list.
I want to say it's either 1 1 week? I want to say it's 1 week.
It is a tier 2 injury. So, if he is not pulled, if he stays in, he can come back for a game 3. As this one is into left, and the High Rollers are putting on some pressure here. 2 outs, bases loaded. Brings up Vic Turnpike. But however, if he gets pulled from the game, he will not be back until the start of conference finals with Peach Dropkin, and the High Rollers load the bases and get nothing from it. We'll head to the top of the 6th, still tied at 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter. Now in the game.
And Wally Woolly's out for the series.
Wally Woolly is out for the series. The High Rollers will have him back if they get through. And coincidentally, he will come back along with Peach Dropkin, but they've got to get past the ball players first. So, Donut, if you could go ahead and in your team channel, put who you want to have come up, that would greatly help us. And you are not pigeonholed in any way. It just has to be a position player that comes up. Up the middle, 1 out single.
Now batting, the left fielder. Number
Yeah,
6.
Gabby Potts coming in for Wally Woolly. We'll have to see who the High Rollers call up. Offhand, I don't have. Do you want to look up their rating sheet, see who they have?
Yeah, I can look it up.
Runner takes out for a second. It's a called hit and run. Ball was in the dirt, so runner advances to second. Full count now to Toby Barker, who is 2 for 2, locked in.
For the High Rollers, it could be either a couple players. It could be Colton King or Hambi Beasy. Colton King was an all-star in the minors, so.
That one drops in front of Strudley. Runner now just takes off for third, not in time. Legged it out.
Batting, the right fielder.
Donut's going to decide who to call up after this game. That'll do it for Tipsy Reynolds. In comes Lib Polbean, and what can you tell me about Polbean?
As I switch back, we know the Polbean stats on the season. 2 innings only pitched this season. And give up 3 runs. So not a lot of action for Polbean this season.
Polbean throw to second in time to throw to first. They get the Dragon special. We'll head,
He gets out of a jam.
we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Strudley, Uptown, Omen, due up.
Now batting.
So yeah, High Rollers have a combination of who they can pick up. Also, Badona, minors eligibility or whatever does not apply. So they didn't see a single pitch in the majors. It does not matter.
Popped up, caught by Matthias Black.
Now batting.
So this is a ball players team that got into the postseason, beating the Angels in a play-in game, finished 8-7 in the regular season. Then came in, upset the Wildcats in 3, held them scoreless in game 1. They're now
Now batting.
going to be playing against a Wally Woolly and Peach Dropkin-less High Rollers. How crazy would it be for the 6th seed to come out of this series? But the High Rollers still have depth, and they're still tied at 2 here in game 1. He gets rung up there. Sit down, Pissonoman. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Shipwright runs. Kelly due up.
Yeah, Northwest really got found a momentum here in the last couple innings, keeping the ball players. You know, even though I said they needed runs, it's still a 2-2 ball game. You still have Adrian Walker to use. This is a pretty good situation if you're the ball players.
Oh, and popped up behind the plate. Well, you know, if you had asked me before the stream started, which 2 would be the high scoring games and which 2 would be the low scoring games, as he gets rung up there by Polbean, I would have told you that games 1 and 2 would have been the high scoring games. As homer runs will get subbed, Titus Saxton will come in to pinch hit. What do you think about that, Square?
Interesting. I don't know if that's that much of an upgrade. Homer runs did hit a home run earlier in this game, but I guess Taxton does have a little more power, but does not work here.
Gets rung up there, and now that's a locked-in Liv Polbean against Murph Kelly. But I would have said games 1 and 2 would have been the high-scoring ones. Game 3 and 4 would have been the low-scoring ones. But so far, the script is being reversed. And that is a walk issued by Polbean. So now here is Harry Shelton. Runner takes off. The throw is not in time.
Oh.
Kelly in safely. So now the go-ahead run 180 feet away. 3-0 count to Shelton. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk, and Liv Polbean goes from locked in to tense. No, she goes back to neutral. Interesting.
What do you mean it's a scale?
Popped up. Popeye Uptown. We will head to the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to first day of the conference semifinals. I am Fisac on the call, joined by Square. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. Become a manager. Be able to submit players, find out all the stats and history. That's all in the Discord. And then if you would like to submit a player for Season 7, you can do so at the link below. See your player in the shining lights of an SSBL team. Find out more at the link below. So Walker does get the call in for the ball players. We have seen her every single game this postseason.
Now batting, the first baseman, number.
That brings up max range now. K-Man activated for Walker. This is the zone, full count to max range. Swing! And MSC gets rung up there. Now bring up blind Ollie. This game is level at 2. Up the middle, max range is aboard. Runner will stay at second. The go-ahead run is 180 feet away, and here is 1 for 3, Becky Foe. Two. Popped up. Can Shipwright get there? No.
Oh, that might.
And Becky Foe launches this deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Shipwright misses the foul ball, and on the very next pitch, Becky Foe puts the High Rollers up by 3. Don't give those second chances.
I had a feeling. I'm like, oh no. I think I know what's going to happen. And Foe absolutely blasts that in right center into the deep part of the park. What an at-bat for Foe, getting one chance and making it worthwhile.
They're going to need some help to get through this series now with Wooly on the IL with Peach Dropkin, and Becky Foe has given the High Rollers life here in the 7th. And in the top of the 8th now, the ball players are down to their last 5 outs to get back into this game. Really, wait, that's the 3rd time this season as Black pops up left side, blind Ollie is there.
And just the speed of Shipwright behind the plate, just not able to get there. Man, just enough, and then Foe gets a second chance and blasts one to the left.
Fouled off. Big Turnpike dives, can't make the grab. It'll be a 2-out single. And here comes Nathan Tucker.
The second baseman, number 40.
Well, again, stats are a suggestion in this game. Ratings are simply a suggestion for the AI. Anything can happen at any at-bat. Really? I did not realize that.
This feels like fabricated facts.
Right fielder.
Well, to be fair, I did not cast many high rollers games today.
I
Or
did a lot.
high
I
rollers
did a
games this
lot.
season.
You can ask Donut. I pretty much did like probably 3/4 of the season.
This one is hit well into center, but Harry Shelton is there. I think I have a weather warning here in South Carolina.
Number 57.
Man on the West Coast is ready to go.
It's a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:15.
I'll take thunderstorms over this heat.
I need to take shelter in place or per instructions. I like it's or per instructions, so it's like, so you should get inside, but I mean, who knows? It was the second game versus the Wildcats that Mars drop happened. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of rain here in Columbia. As
I'll
well
trade you.
as the high rollers have been seeing a lot of runners on base. Here is Pisanoman over 3 today with a runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner takes off in time.
Oh,
Sit
God.
down. Oh my gosh, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and a hail as well. We will head to the top of the 9th. The ball players, they're on life support here
Now batting, the catcher, number 5.
as they need 3 runs and 3 outs. We do have 2 more games after this one. Make sure you stick around for that. As he gets rung up there. And what I'll do is I'll have a look at the weather as Gillette will come in for Pole Bean. 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Pole Bean. I would say it's her best outing, but considering she's had 2 outings and this is the second, I think that goes without being said. And he gets right up there. Titus Saxton caught looking, and the ball player's hopes rests on Murph Kelly. Oh, 1, Victor Pike throw to first in time, and despite all odds, the High Rollers come through. They will have an elimination, or the ball players out there will be facing elimination at Emerald Diamond tomorrow. They will be taking on a Peach Dropkin and now Wally Wooly. Less High Rollers squared. Your thoughts for this game as well as this series now that Wooly is on the injured list as well?
I mean, High Rollers, I mean, really everybody's going to be talking about is that Becky Foe second chance. Ball players started well early, but really, besides Barker, nobody really getting on base for them. It just, the pitching of the High Rollers, Tipsy Reynolds wasn't the best. She had a pretty rough start, but Polping comes in, gives up only 3 runners allowed on base. And she did amazing getting the win here, but I think that's just the talk. Becky Foe getting that second chance, and as a series as a whole, we'll see. I think the High Rollers still have enough offense to get it done without Wally Wooly. That's how good this lineup is. But we'll have to see. Ball players looking at elimination now, but it's just we'll have to see with their pitching later on in the series.
Toby Barker, your first star, followed by Becky Foe and then Max Range. So we will take a break. It'll be a little bit longer just to make sure that everything is going to be good to go for our last 2 games of the evening. Especially coming up with this one, it'll be Dragons at Vikings. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch. We are good to continue. It should not impact us, or rather, the storm should not impact me at all, as that warning actually is expiring. So I think I actually already endured the worst of it. But we have got Dragons at Vikings coming up next. And Squared, what are your keys for this game?
Vikings, it's just going to be offense versus pitching, but the Dragons also have good pitching of their own. It's just the Vikings, it's just they've been playing well at Shaka all season. Can they use that field to get ahead of the Dragons? But we'll have to see how the Vikings pitching does. I believe it's Minshew on the mound versus Hannah Bradley, so this should be a good matchup.
Well, flashback to week 1, day 3, first game of the season for both of these teams. Vikings took a 7-4 win. Will we see that reciprocate here? We are underway at Shaka Sports Turf under the lights. There's no evening setting for Shaka, so we are just under full lights at night here. Swing! And she gets hung up there, and Minshew starts out with a strikeout. What can you tell me about Gardner Minshew?
Minshew actually didn't pitch too many innings, 15 innings, 5 runs
hold on, this one
allowed.
is into the gap. South Esposito should have himself a double. Go ahead now.
5 runs allowed, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts with a 3 ERA in 15 innings. So hasn't really got that much work in his first ever playoff. Actually, they made the playoffs last year. Never mind.
This one's popped up into center. Caught by Judd French for the second out. Yes, they actually lost to the Lumberjacks for the title game and then got swept in the opening round last year. Here is Sponge Cooper. This one's hit well to right center, but this is Shaka Sports Turf Population Judd French's glove. We will head to the bottom of the first. McMaster, Hatmore, and French do up against the ace for the Dragons, Brock Hansen.
Oh, it's Brock Hansen, not Evan Bradley, yes. I forgot you went Hansen first. But Brock Hansen on the season, 16 innings, 13 runs allowed, 10 walks, 14 strikeouts, 7.31 ERA. Probably you're not looking for a Fizzik, but still an ace in this league.
And it's the return of 7-walk Brock as he walks McMaster in, was that 4? No, that was 5 pitches. So not 4-pitch 7-walk Brock, but did give up a leadoff walk here near his Callie Hatmore. Runner takes off for a second. It was a called hit and run. The throw is in the dirt in time. Sit down, Marshall. This one's hit well to left, tracking back at the track. At the wall, Steven Diaz! What a catch, and the defense showing up for the Dragons here in the first.
Steven Diaz absolutely taking a double away from the Vikings in Shaka, no less, and that's a strikeout to end the inning. What an eventful inning for the Dragon defense.
Well, it started with a 5-pitch walk and it ended in an unconventional 1-2-3. As here is Will Freishack. I'll be honest, Squared. I thought that was close to being gone off of the bat of Hatmore.
Oh, it was actually going to hit the wall, to be honest with you.
Freishack pops up and here is Sigley. Can someone clip that catch? Honestly, clip it from the throw out, because that was a bad throw by Marzo in the dirt. They were still able to get the runner. This one to the right side, and Sigley will be aboard with a single. And what I was going to say to you, Squared, before all that happened was, listen, first 2 seasons of my career, I lost out on postseason, barely. Last season, heart-wrenchingly, in a play-in game to the overdrafts. I'm just happy to be here. Especially given how difficult this heroic conference is.
Hey, at least you're here, man.
You'll get there too. You'll get there one day.
Nah, I'm pretty sure the Stingers are cursed at this point.
It's a called steal, and Sigley is safe, so full count. Runner at second, 1 out. Swing and a miss. She gets rung up there. And that'll bring up Gary Starr. He's had himself a bit of a season. Whitney saying that we need to rig it for him because he's going back to work. I can't Whitney. I'm too busy. I can't Whitney. I'm too busy rigging it for the Dragons. And I'm trying to make it convincing. As that's a grounder right to deputy at third, though the first in time, so we'll head to the bottom of second. Marshall, Driver, Nunez due up. Hey Elder, how you doing? Yeah, it has been, I literally said during that night's moonshots, no way this game ends 2-1, and it ended 2-1.
He tried it again with the high rollers and ball players, but it didn't work.
No. Caught by Esposito for the first out, and here is Donnie Driver. Of course, I think the biggest news of tonight so far has got to be Wooley's injury and how that could impact that series. That high rollers at ball players game will be the number 3 on the docket tomorrow. Full count to Driver. Swings out a strike. Gary Starr, throw to first. In time. Donnie Driver can't beat it out, though. He is very fast. And here is Noodles Nunez, who we have seen some highlight reels of him defensively this season. And not too bad with the bat either.
Oh, yeah, he's been pretty good out there at second base, a smooth operator. And has been one of the better, one of the catalysts for this Vikings team this season.
As this is not out of play, caught by Marzo. We'll head to the top of the third. And I've got to say, of all the second basemen, I feel like Noodles Nunez is the flashiest in terms of the most style. We've seen so many like underhand behind the back throws from him.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Javi Baez of second baseman.
Here is Steven Diaz. Made that fantastic catch out and left. Hitting some hard hit balls here. 2-2. Fouled up left side, and Shaka I feel like has one of, maybe Bengata has a larger foul territory, but Shaka certainly has a large foul territory as it's a full count. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there. We go back to the top of the order with Debbie Sawyer.
Number 14.
These strikeouts already for Gardner Minshew, so forkball working for him so far. That strikeout pitch.
2-1 to Sawyer in the zone. 2-2. Gets her to pop up.
I thought the umpire was wearing a face mask, or sorry, an eye patch for a second.
Is caught behind the plate, and now here is Stub Esposito. Her hair is definitely in the way of her eyes. So if we see any bad calls, we know why. Elder saying Shaka is just over the top big everywhere. You're not wrong.
Bigger is always better. What?
Right side, that's foul. This one's popped up into left. Dummy driver. Makes the grab. We will head to the bottom of the third. Reed, Deputy Miyuki due up for the Vikings.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6.
So Riley Reed is in at shortstop for her defense, and although this at-bat doesn't prove it, but she's actually been a pretty good bat for the Vikings this season.
The third baseman,
And now here is the utility player, Cage Deputy.
Yes, she has actually this season. Riley Reed is batting .250, so not bad with 1 home run and 6 RBIs. A lot of questions when the trade deadline as Deputy hits that into center field, but it's caught. If they were going to pick up a shortstop, they had Dale Stewart and Riley Reed at shortstop, but decided to stick with Reed, be loyal.
Sickley cuts off that one from extra bases, but Miyuki is aboard with a single. First hit for the Vikings.
now batting,
And we'll go back to Lindsay McMaster.
number 14.
Ooh.
2-1 count to McMaster, who walked her first at bat. Swings on this one into center, and Sickley's had some action here in the third. Makes the grab. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless. Von Crum, Cooper, Freishak due up for the Dragons.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 80.
This is more the game I expected. Hansen, Minshew. Vikings probably have the best pitching staff in the SSBL, in my opinion. But, yeah, just looking like a pitcher tool so far through 3.
Von Crum swings at a ball close to the dirt. Gets rounded out there. Here is Sponge Cooper.
The second baseman, number 99.
Popped up. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there.
Now batting,
2 gone here as well, Freishak. And now Gardner Minshew is locked in. Quickly down 0-2. Pops into center. And Judd French makes the grab. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Hatmore, French, Marshall do it for the Vikings.
now batting, the designated hitter, number
Hatmore got robbed of his extra base hit by Diaz last time he was up. As Hansen is now locked in as well. One, two. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Now bring up Judd French, and you know, Squared, I have watched all of the Dragons games this season, and
You're brave, man.
I can confidently say that this is the first time all season 6 that Brock Hansen has reached locked in.
Did you hear that? That's me knocking on wood for you.
Oh, I don't care
Why would
about.
you?
I,
Why
I,
would you say that? Why
I
would you
don't care
say
about
that?
jinxing. It's destiny, as it doesn't change the fact that he got locked in this game. Even if he gives up 5 home runs here, he got locked in for the first time this season.
Want him to stay locked in.
I can't affect anything. 2-0 count to Vicky Marshall here.
As he smiles in the background.
Off of the
Oh.
glove of Gary Starr, and to be honest, he saves extra bases there.
A nice attempt. Hit pretty hard, tough one to grab, and now it brings up Donnie Driver.
Number 47.
Checking on Marshall. She does have some speed there at first.
Nope, that's inside.
Surprised that she has not taken off yet. This one to Cooper, throw to first in time. We'll head to the 5th, still scoreless. Sickly, Marzo Star due up for the Dragons. We're down to 6 viewers right now. It has not been that eventful of a day in terms of run scoring, that's for sure. Do appreciate everyone who's tuned in so far this season, as this one's into right. Marshall should have it, and does for the first out.
Now batting the catcher, number 20.
Here is Marzo. Swings to the first pitch, she sees foul. 0-2. This one is into left center, and that'll be extra bases for Vanessa Marzo. Call it 1 extra bases. She does not have much speed.
Now batting.
So into second, and now here is Gary Starr with the runner in scoring position. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Just the 3rd hit given up by Minshew.
Yeah, Minshew in this inning, I've been noticing he's been making mistakes. He left that ball for Marzo, left the... Oh, wow.
Marzo hesitated at second, then decided to go, and is now caught in a rundown here. So it'll be 2 outs, runner at first, and here's Steven Diaz. So a goof from the veteran there.
Yeah, Marzo making mistakes. She hesitated at first, decided to go when he picked it up. Good heads-up play from Noodles Nunez.
Well, play fit for the flashiest second baseman in the league. 2-2 count to Diaz. Pops it up into center, and so the Dragons had a chance to score their first run, but a goof by Marzo will head to the bottom of the 5th. Nunez, Reed-Deputy, due up for the Vikings.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11.
Immediately to the right side, and that'll be extra bases. Sawyer messes up with it. Will he go 3? Will. It'll be a triple for Noodles Nunez. And the Vikings are now within striking distance of getting their first run.
Number 69.
Swings at the first pitch, and the run will score, so the Vikings go ahead after the leadoff triple. And honestly, given the way this game has gone, that could do it.
And someone finally breaking through as the Vikings doing it small ball, playing the small ball as they've done all season. But still plenty of baseball to play in this game.
Ball outside.
Full count to Deputy,
Nope, take it.
and earns the walk. So I'll bring up Kazuya Miyuki, who's already single.
Kazuya.
What?
Kazuya.
Oh, we both screwed it up. 1-1 count to Miyuki, who's already singled so far today. Left side, that one will drop down. He is 2 for 2. Runner takes out for third. The throw by Diaz is not in time. Deputy slides in. Vikings putting on a little bit of a stint here, and brings up top of the order McMaster.
Ball inside.
Glad to have you back, Lasers.
Foul ball. Nope, that's inside.
Esposito to second, to throw to first will not be in time. Another run will come through. 2-0 Vikings, and now here is over 2 Hatmore. So the Vikings finding a way here in the bottom of the 5th squared. As that is off of the glove of Esposito. And the chinks in the armor forming for the Dragons.
Yeah, finally breaking through are the Vikings, and this is just what they just keep grinding. This is how they play. A bunch of small ball, not really big home runs for them, not in Shaka, but they'll win these close games for sure.
Hanson's pitch count up to 74 now. 2-2 count. This one launched into left. Diaz is there. Runner will not come home, so the bases are loaded. 2 outs, and now here is Vicky Marshall. And that's going to be a pull for Hanson. Woody Scottish will come in. Once again, the starter gets pulled early for the Dragons. Into right, Debbie Sawyer makes the grab, and so we will head to the 6th now, but the Vikings strike. 2-0 for the home side. Top of the order, due up for the Dragons.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
That's outside.
Minshew is still locked in, now approaching 70 pitches. And gets Sawyer to pop up.
Yeah, Dragons really haven't had that many chances in this game. Maybe 1, 2, or 3 off the top of my head, but Minshew's been pretty clean so far in this game, as he has been most of the season. And it doesn't get him any easier for the Dragons. That bullpen is pretty potent.
0-2 count to Esposito. Just misses the zone there. This one's into right, but it's foul. Deputy, throw to first. In time, 2 gone. Now
I
here
think with
is
just the Vikings, like they use Shaka so much. Like I know it's not like in game, it's not their home stadium. We just play at the stadium, but it just seems like they use Shaka so much better than every team they play here, and they know exactly how to use it. Like it's actually their home stadium. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I feel. Like they use it so much better than other teams. Whenever I cast or watch the Vikings play.
They were 6-1, make it 7-1 if you count the play-in game at home this season for the Vikings. Interestingly enough, Squared, they're a 1 loss to the wrong fielders, as Sponge Cooper will replicate what he did in the first. Deep hit ball to center. Caught by Judd French, so we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Driver Nunez Reed due up for the Vikings.
Now batting, the left
Granted, the Vikings are also 5-2 on the road, so they're just a good team all around. But like
Yeah,
you're
but
saying,
it's just-
7-1 at home this season.
Just to me, it's just I feel like they, like they just play it so much better. They use the entire field to their advantage. And especially with their pitchers, it's the biggest best pitchers park in a league, and with their pitching staff, it works to fruition.
3-1 count. In the zone, full count now to Noodles Nunez. Swing and a miss. He got rung up there.
now batting,
Now bring up Riley Reed.
Dragons haven't really been playing bad either. 2 runs, yeah, just our offense has been non-existent today. But Vikings, they're playing their game, grinding for those runs. The pitching's taking the lead. Offense scores when they can, tries to create chances. And this is how the Vikings have been doing it all season.
And Riley Reed is finding the bat to the ball. 2 out single there, and that brings up Gage Deputy.
the third baseman, number 10.
This ball is launched, heading back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Gage Deputy with a 2-run shot. And the Vikings have a 4-0 lead.
The All-Star Gauge Deputy. Gauge Deputy doing it again. And again, that's what the Vikings, they got that one home run up 4-0, and time is running out for the Dragons in game number 1.
Gary Starr makes the dive, the throw to first, in time. But a 2-out, 2-run shot by Deputy, and the Vikings have scored in the 5th and the 6th. They're still scoreless here heading into the 7th. Freishak will immediately swing at the first pitch he sees. Riley Reed in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Brings up Libby Sickley. This one into the gap, and Sickley will have herself a double. The Dragons not going down yet, but they still need to find a consistent way past Gardner Minshew. Is still locked in. Here is Vanessa Marzo. And it doesn't get easier for the Dragons next game, as although they will have Hannah Bradley on the mound, they're going to have to be facing against Joy Halliday.
Yeah, Joy Holiday, a Cy Young candidate, or sorry, Pitcher of the Year candidate in this league, and yeah, it doesn't get much easier.
I'm on line right to Reed. Now here is 0 for 2, Gary Starr.
number 6.
0-2. Pops it up right side. Caught by Nunez. So we're into the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the conference semifinals day 1. I'm Firesec on the call, joined by Squared. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Join us on the Discord for everything SSBL related, and submit your players for the Season 7 draft. Find out more at the link below. Oh, I did submissions. There we go. Walk issued to McMaster. And now here is Callie Hatmore.
Designated hitter, number
So maybe the most one-sided game we have seen so far today, as it's a called hit and run. That ball is foul. This is Zero throw to second in time. They will not turn the Dragon special.
now batting, the center fielder.
Here is
number
Judd French.
42.
And he's got himself a single. Vikings finding their way past the Dragons pitching today.
Batting, the right fielder,
And Woody's Kosh is now tense.
7.
Star, Cooper, throw to first in time. That'll get Scottish back out of tense. But to the top of the 8th, Dragons down to their last 6 outs to get 4 runs, or else they'll face an elimination game at Lafayette tomorrow.
Fielder, number 35.
Well, this is obvious, but Dragons, you have to put something together. As a single up the middle will be a good start, but Minshew's still in there with Butts, Paul George, and Barnstormer waiting in that bullpen. So we'll see what the Vikings do here.
Pitching,
And they will call in Burt Bartstormer.
Former Pitcher of the Year.
Here is Debbie Sawyer over 3, as that's the second time they've now checked on
Actually,
Diaz.
he's the reigning Pitcher of the Year.
This ball is hit well into right, but welcome to Shaka, caught by Vicky Marshall. 1 gone.
now batting,
Here is Stub Esposito.
number 15.
One, 2. Fouled off.
That's outside.
Stub Esposito staying alive here. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. 2 gone and
Started
out.
pitching with no fear. 3 straight fastballs. Esposito getting him on that third one, swinging through it. That ball gets away from Miyuki.
The runner on second now. Still 2 outs here as Harry do something. Von Crum, right side off of the glove, but that will be the out. So we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The Vikings looking to close out game 1 here. Donnie Driver to lead things off.
Number 47.
Dive by Scottish, throw to first in time. Feel like we've seen the Dragons have a lot of those fielding errors today.
Number 11.
Here's the triple hitter, Noodles Nunez, for the first run of the game for the Vikings. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there. 2 gone, and here is Riley Reed.
Shortstop. Number 69.
And surprising, Dragons, the team that scored the most runs in the SSBL, as Reed's going to have herself extra bases. That's going to get to the wall.
Riley Reed, she's having a Kerwin Carp type season, given her batting stats.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here is Gage Deputy.
10.
Puppet saying who. Right side, Von Crum.
You know who!
Scottish steps on the bag. So we head to the 9th. The Dragons need to score 4 runs in 3 outs, or else they'll have an elimination game at Lafayette tomorrow.
The second baseman. Now in the game.
And Hefty Weeb will come in at third for Deputy. Defensive substitution. This one is hit into left center, and that'll be extra bases for Sponge Cooper. The Dragons, they haven't had many hits today squared. They've gotten a couple, but they just haven't been able to connect those into runs.
82.
Oh, yeah, it's just scattered hits, mostly scattered hits throughout the game. And they just haven't been able. It's always just 1 out, 2 outs, and it's always been able. And the Vikings have always been able to find a way to get out of it.
1-2 fouled up right side. That'll be the first out. Runner probably won't go here.
So I must take this call. I will be right back.
Thought about it for a second, but did not. So here is 2 for 3, Libby Sickley.
Number 30.
It'll have to be down to the bottom of the order for the Dragons to mount a comeback here. 2-2. Fouled off. This one is launched into center, and that drops in front of Judd French. Runner held up, did not know whether or not that was going to go down.
Now batting, the catcher.
So first and second, 1 out, and here is Vanessa Marzo, who's got a double today. Can the Vikings get the shutout?
Nope, that's high. Nope, that's outside.
2-1 count. That one's off of Miyuki, so runners will advance to second and third. And that one misses, so the bases are loaded for Gary Starr, who is 0 for 3, and believe it or not, we are in 1-swing territory to tie the game. It is Shaka, so very unlikely. Nonetheless, here is Starr, 2-1 count. Left side, that one will get down. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Will the run around third? No. So the Dragons end the shutout.
Now batting, the left.
It's now 4-2.
35.
And here is Steven Diaz. Barnstormer is tense.
Ball outside.
Worth noting that it is 1-swing baseball for a lead or tie, but again, welcome to Shaka. As this one, that one gets over the glove of Hefty Weeb, who came in as a defensive sub. So runners on the corner, 1 out, and here is a tense 0 for 4, Debbie Sawyer, and they're going to pull Barnstormer, and in comes Ernie Woodward. Runner takes off for a second. The throw is not in time. Diaz beats it out. 1-2 count to Debbie Sawyer. Swing and a miss. She gets rung up there. And that'll bring up 1 for 4. Stub Esposito. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at second. It was 4-0 at the start of this inning. Fouled off. Oh, just misses his zone. 2-1. Misses again. 3-1 count to Esposito. Drops it in. Full count. Popped up. Miyuki will grab it. The Dragons make it interesting, but are not able to complete the comeback. The Vikings grab the win here, as it'll be an elimination game for the Dragons tomorrow at Lafayette, falling just short here at Shaka Sports Turf. Thing Squared is still gone. 10 hits apiece. Multi-hit games, 3 for 4 was Libby Sickley. Miyuki 2 for 3, Riley Reed 2 for 4, Gage Deputy with that 2-run home run, which ended up being the difference maker here. Hansen will get the loss, 2 earned runs in 4.2 innings. Scottish, 2 earned runs in 3.1 innings. Minshew will get the win, Woodward will get the save. Again, the only spec being that 3 earned runs given up by Barnstormer. Player of the game will be Gardner Minshew, followed by Gage Deputy and Libby Sickley. Well, that will do it for game number 3. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got our game of the night. It's the rivalry, the best rivalry in the SSBL. Bombers at Serpents. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch. It's time for our game of the night. Bombers at Serpents. The Dragons Mounts a 3-run comeback, but it falls just short as the Vikings took that game. And now here into our game of the night. It's a rivalry it's a tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Bombers versus Serpents.
Break. That's outside. Break.
Popped up, left side. Miranda Wall is there for the first out, brings up Rifleman.
Fielder, number 89.
Low. Break. Foul ball.
Swung on, foul. Second time at Big Sky Ballpark today as the Knights took a 2-1 win over the Moonshots here.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now here is Tyler Benetti.
Break. Break.
Henry steps on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We will head to the bottom of the first. Cox, Apple, and Zod due up.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Break. Foul ball. Ball inside.
Ron Cox. 1-2 count. Fouled up. We'll do it again.
Break.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there.
Now batting,
And we're finally done with the first at bat. 9 pitches later.
No high.
Here is now Carmel Apple. Into left. And Benetti makes the grab for the first out.
now batting, the designated hitter,
Here is Rookie of the Year candidate Pete Zaw. Really pops up. And Billy O'Connell makes the grab for the third out. So we'll head to the top of the second. Sanchez, Luther, Tanner due up for the
now
Bombers.
batting, the third baseman, number 6.
Break. Break.
This one, right to Morrison. Throw to first in time. One gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20.
Break. That's low. That's up.
Lexi Luther.
Break.
2-2 count from Green. Fouled off.
That's inside.
Misses inside, full count. To the right side, Morrison, throw to first in time, 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
That's down. Off the plate. Ball 4. Take your base.
And a walk. First base runner for either team today.
Number 13.
In comes in Trenton Pearson.
Ball high. Break. Break.
Called up and taking the place of Edvard Shepard. 2-2 count.
That's inside.
This is inside, full count. Runner will go. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there. We'll head to the bottom of the second. McLarchuge, Devar, Olson due up for the Serpents.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
Ball inside. That's up. Break. Break.
Fouled up, left side, Sanchez. Makes the grab.
Now batting.
Brings up Shellen Navar.
Center fielder, number 9. Strike.
That one is up the middle.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So that will then bring up Yeti Olsen, first hit of the game for either team. And first base runner for the Serpents. Runner takes off. Runner throws to second. Not in time. Yeti Olsen swings at the pitch there. 2-1. Right to Beatrice Tanner. Throw to first. In time. 2 gone.
Now batting,
What's up, Duke? Glad you could join the stream. Carol Henry. They'll check on the runner at second.
inside. No, outside.
2-0.
Strike.
In the zone. 2-1. Runner takes off for third. The throw is not in time. Beats it out.
Ball inside.
And now here is a full count to Carol Henry.
Take your base.
And that just misses. So runners on first and third.
Now
And here is Veranda Wall.
third baseman, number 11. Ball low. That's inside.
Runner takes off for second. The throw is not in time. Serpents base runners very, very fast. 3-1 count to Wall. Misses the zone, so the bases will be loaded. 2 outs, and here is Leon Morrison, bottom of the order for the Serpents.
17.
Swings at the first pitch, he sees foul.
Strike.
0-2 to Morrison. Into right. Bomber special. Runner will come home. The throw by Rifleman. Cut out by Luther, and the Serpents strike first.
Batting, the right field.
They lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second, and back to the top of the order. Runners on the corners for Ron Cox.
That's inside.
Off of the glove of Dixon, but they able to make the throw the first. But the Serpents strike first. They make a 2-out rally. Head to the top of the third. Sass, Bruce, and O'Connell due up for the Bombers.
The catcher, number 35.
I'm wondering where my squared went. I missed squared.
Ball outside.
All the good times we had.
Nope.
All the chats we had.
Strike.
3-1 count from locked in Sammy Green. Gets back into the count. Full. Fouled off. Popped up. Caught by Henry for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3.
Brings up May Bruce. This one to Morrison. Throw to first in time. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10.
Here is Billy O'Connell.
No.
And this one is launched in the left. First hit of the game for the Bombers. Yeah, all night pitching has been shut down today.
Number 89.
Just 17 runs given up through the first 3 games. This one is launched into center, and it will be caught by DeVar. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Applezaw McLarge huge.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15.
That's an average of just under 3 runs per team so far tonight.
Now batting,
Might be one of the lowest scoring nights that we've had, at least in all of season 6.
that's down. Ball inside. Strike. Foul ball.
And also, so far, one of the faster ones as we're just now 2 hours in, as he gets rung up there.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Brings up McLarge huge. Thanks for the follow, Duke. Appreciate it. This one is into center, and McLarge huge will be aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
Runner takes out for a second. The throw is not in time. As McLarge huge steals the bag. Third Serpent to steal today.
Off the plate. Strike. Strike.
Full count. Swing and a miss. She gets rung up there. Well, to the top of the fourth. Benetti, Sanchez, Luther due up for the Bombers.
Apologies, everyone. I just came back. That was a call for a potential job I might get. So,
Oh, very cool. Why are they calling you at 7:30 at night?
it's my friend who works there. He's just telling me about stuff I need to do.
Gotcha. Well, what you missed is the Vikings nearly choking it. Barnstormer had to get pulled out. Dragons scored 3, had runners at second and third, and then popped up. As this one is hit deep into center, but tracking back and making the catch is Devar for the first out.
So also, Puppet, you're about to be in the fucking dumpster for like 3 seasons, so I wouldn't be talking. And also, I'm already seeing this with this game, and if I was here for the beginning, I would have said this. The big thing you can watch for is that the Serpents are going to steal bases like nothing, because
Ball inside.
it's Alyssa Sass behind the plate, and it's not going to be pretty with how much speed the Serpents have on their team. And I think we've already had, what, like 3 stolen bases this game, so...
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Also, Puppet, at least Squared has never tanked a play-in game.
Yeah, bro, imagine taking a chance to get into the playoffs.
And Luther gets rung up there. Yeah, but you didn't have to sabotage them to lose the Super Series.
Hey, you know,
Team-
you know what's so funny about sabotaging your roster? Your roster was good enough to be in the playoffs and actually win, but then you were like, nah, I'm just gonna tank the play-in game because I want to lose that bad. Imagine wanting to lose, even though you have a shot at the playoffs. At that point, fuck it.
44. Strike. Strike.
Carroll Henry.
That's down.
Dixon in time.
So yeah, big thing for the Bombers, you just gotta, I mean, it's easier said than done, but you gotta keep the Serpents off the base pass as much as possible, because they're gonna run all over Alyssa Sass.
That's inside.
And to be fair, they run all over most teams in the league.
Ball high.
I don't cheer for my team to lose. I know my team's crap.
Take your base.
I actually want them to win half the time.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Yeah, but you were the one who were throwing shade at the Stingers. That's what started all this.
Low.
Leon Morrison, 2 outs. That one, nice grab by Beatrice Tanner. Jump City, USA makes the grab. We get to the top of the 5th. Tanner, Pearson, and Sass due up.
You know what would be a cool function if they added it? Is if Metalhead, like, if someone catches, like, makes a great catch, and they showed the, you know how they showed the percentage for how much they would miss it?
Yeah.
But percentage that they would catch it.
That would be
Like,
pretty
that'd
cool.
be really cool. Like, if they showed, as Tanner grounds out, if they showed Tanner that one was like a 10% catch rate, like, that'd be cool.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
Here is Trenton Pearson.
Or like when Steven Diaz made that catch in left field last game. Like, you know, what the percentage was on him making that dive in catch.
Yeah, it was interesting. That Gage Deputy 2-run home run ended up actually being the difference maker.
Yeah, I really thought you were going to come back.
Me too, Squared. Me too. Morrison,
Oh.
but will not get the runner in time.
Now batting, the catcher.
Still a lot of ball game left, but Bombers, you got to start putting something on the board because the Serpents can run away from you literally at any point. And Sam Green looks like he's dealing so far.
This will be our first game of the day tomorrow.
Break. No. Strike three. You're out.
Ooh.
And she gets rung up there. Sammy Green is dealing.
The center fielder.
Alyssa Sass not good at the plate, not good behind the plate today either.
This one through the left side. Yeah,
It's
Elder
actually huge for Bruce because now you bring up Billy O'Connell with a couple runners on base. He can do some damage, so big spot for the Bombers here. Big at bat.
Elder was pointing out how low scoring today has been, and it might be one of the lower scoring games that lower scoring days that we've had this season.
I'm pretty sure I've had a few, like, because usually I have the lowest scoring games, but I actually prefer this as he's gonna pop out so big for the Serpents. But I actually prefer low scoring games like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the every 10 to 11 or 9 to 7, but 2 to 1. These all been exciting games so far, and realistically, the playoffs we haven't really had that many blowouts, and they've all been pretty exciting. Even some of the score is not indication of how close the game was throughout the whole game, as maybe one team pulls away at the end.
Yeah, that's the thing is like every game starts out 0-0 and starts out close, but it feels like every game we've had this postseason, still into the 5th or 6th inning, it feels like any team's game.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
Walk
And here
issue
we
there.
go.
Here's Apple.
Cock's gonna go on the pitch. Watch. How did I know?
Throw, of
And he's
course,
safe.
not in time. Do you think he's
The
still
Serpents
second?
they're just doing exactly what they should be, and that's probably gonna be a run.
So it'll be 3-0 Serpents now.
This is wow.
the designated hitter, number
It's Serpents baseball. The strategy is they're fast. We're going to take that for a second. The throw by Sass in the dirt wasn't going to
And
be in
what's-
time anyways.
And what's interesting, both steals, he threw a curveball, which gave him even more time, which he stole it easily.
inside.
2-2 count. Dixon up to 81 pitches. That one's caught by Luther.
Now batting, the
Brings up McLarge huge.
now pitching,
And that will do it for Dixon. 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks in 4.1 innings. In comes Jose Leverage. And are they just going to walk McLarge huge, or were they trying to catch Apple stealing? They were just trying to catch Apple stealing. That is how fast the Serpents are. As the runner takes out for third, this one's in time! Sit down, Caramel Apple. But that is how fast the Serpents are squared. Even when they're on second, they're pitching out to catch the runner.
Yeah, and this time they got the runner, so nobody on base for McLarge huge.
Full count. Fouled off. 9 pitch at bat.
ball four,
And a walk issued to McLarge huge.
now batting, the center fielder,
Here is Shalon DeVar.
9. No. Strike.
This one is up the middle. 2-out rally brewing for the Serpents. They've already gotten 1 this inning.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Here is Yeti Olson.
7. Ball high.
And Square, do you mind taking over commentary for just a sec here?
Yes, sir. As Yeti Olsen is looking at 2-0 front leverage, he'll offer at the 2-0 and pop it up. Leverage is going to range over in the foul territory and grab it, but the Serpents come away in the bottom of the 5th with a run, using their speed to the advantage, and we're heading to the 6th, 3-0.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 89.
So here's Rifleman. Right. 2-1. And we're back even at 2-2 for Rifleman. Sammy Green still locked in. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. And that ball hits to the right side. Morrison makes fantastic grab. Throws it to first. And Serpents defense also working as well as their base running. Here is Tyler Benetti. Benetti pops it up. Henry's got it for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6.
Brings up Paulo Sanchez. Serpents doing everything right so far. It's been all Serpents. Bombers still have yet to take off. It's hard hit. Morrison makes another grab at second. Morrison's been a wizard there at second. Makes the third out. And the Bombers once again down in order. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 3-0 ball game here. Close, tight-knit game as we have had all day. As Leverage back on the mound for Caleb Henry. 7-8-9 due up for the Serpents. That's going to be the short. Tanner comes up with it for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 11.
So I'll bring up Miranda Wall. Still has yet to record an at-bat. She's gone to walk twice in this ball game. That's going to be down the line. Sanchez backhands it. Also, something to note, Sanchez playing third instead of Delia. So Sanchez I don't think he's played third at all this season. But Whitney opting to go for Sanchez at third. And it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Bombers. The Serpents go down in order to the 7th. Back third of this ball game. Still a 3-0 ball game. Luther, Tanner, Pearson due up for the Bombers. The Bombers looking to try and get something going, get some momentum, string some hits along, and get on the board. Sammy Green at 92 pitches, and that ball is hit in the left. It's not going to get over the wall. And it will! It hits just inside the wall. It's a solo shot for the Bombers. Lexi Luther, 403. Just sneaks in on the inside of the wall.
Number 9.
A screamer to left center, and the Bombers are on the board. There's Beatrice Tanner. She gets jammed a little bit. Olsen backhands it. Throw on the first in time.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now pitching.
And that's it for Sammy Green. Queen Khan, the rookie, taken in the top 10 this season, will be on the mound for the Serpents in her first ever postseason action. Pearson also jammed Olsen. Back-to-back roundhouse, so Olsen makes it 2 outs for Alyssa Sass.
Number 35.
Sass gets a pretty good one to hit there as that slider fell in the middle of the zone. Sass will hit it up the middle for a single, so 2 outs. Run on first for May Bruce as the Bombers look to try and maybe extend this inning, try to get another run. That's it for Bruce, actually. Alfred Delia comes off the bench, picks up a bat, and we'll take an at bat here as he goes after the first pitch, pops it up. Will Henry have room? Henry will have room, catches it in foul territory as Delia sees one pitch, pops out, but the Bombers get one off the solo shot from Lexi Luther on May Square, joined by Fizek. Sanchez gonna move to center field out of position, so something to watch there, but on May Square follow, joined by Fizek. Hope you're enjoying the stream tonight. As that ball is in the left, off the wall. Benetti had trouble picking it up. He's going to pick it up, but in the second easily is Ron Cox. As I was saying, if you're enjoying the stream, please give us a follow on the Discord. And the link is dropped into there. That ball hit down the line. That's going to be another run for the Serpents. Back-to-back doubles puts them back up by 3. And as soon as the Bombers get on the board, the Serpents put it back up to 3, and a runner on second. Still no outs for Pete Zahn. Big curveball finds his own. Go to second. Apple gets back. So the double combination of Ron Cox and Carmel Apple able to get another run. That ball is high. That's going to get in front of Sanchez. Throw home. Not in time. 5-1 as Zom will go to second off the throw.
The catcher.
So an RBI single and Zom moves to second. That's it for leverage. Kate Luna, who's appeared in every postseason game for the Bombers, will come in to pitch.
Strike.
5-1 as the Serpents pulling away here now.
That's outside.
That ball into center field. Another run will round third. And another run will score. Another runner advances to second. And the Serpents putting it on the Bombers here 6-1.
Number 9.
As the wheels have fallen off for the Bombers.
Strike.
Here's DeVar. DeVar, another one into center field. Another runner around third. And it's going to be 7-1 as the Serpents have plated 4 runs in this inning, still no outs.
7. No.
Because Delia pinched hit for Bruce, and I guess they wanted to put him in the center. I don't know if you have another outfielder. So they put Delia at third and Bruce, and moved Sanchez to center field.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
Here's Carol Henry. Up the middle, and this nightmare inning gets even worse for the Bombers. Another run will score 8-1. The 5th run has scored
The third baseman,
for the Serpents.
11.
Every batter has reached, still no outs.
Follow. That's down. Strike.
That's a ground ball. Tanner to O'Connell. To Luther for a double dragon special play.
Batting, the second baseman,
I like calling it that. Double dragon special play. Here is Leon Morrison. And 3 outs. But the Serpents, a big 5-run inning. And they're up big 8-1 with those 6 outs to go to claim game 1 in this 3-game series in the conference semifinal.
Man, death by 5 million cuts for the Bombers there. Just bomber special after bomber special after bomber special. And like you were saying, Squared, it was those speed on the base runners that just absolutely will murder a team.
It's the speed that's really getting it here. Every time, they do a throw home, runner advances a second. They're in the same exact situation as they were.
Did you answer Whitney's Why is Pablo in center field?
Yeah, I did.
Which is, I mean, that's crazy.
I don't know if they had another outfielder on the bench. I'm not sure. I am not familiar with their bench. All I know is Carlisle Reynolds, but he's an infielder.
that's inside.
Interesting, nonetheless.
Take your base.
Can you switch someone to be designated hitter?
No,
Now batting, the center fielder, number
you are not able to do that. If actually you try and switch someone out, the pitcher has to bat for that.
Gotcha. Well, here is the center fielder, Pablo Sanchez.
ball high.
0 for 3 today, runner on first,
Ball four.
and earns himself a walk, so he's on base for the first time today.
Now
Brings up Alexi Luther, who I did see that home run. That was a crazy home run that she hit.
Just inside the wall.
This one not as far. And caught by Wall, as this is the maybe the biggest blowout game so far of this postseason.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37. No.
Ron Cox popped up. Lexi Luther
Out.
makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
I know this will be our game starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. And if we have 2 or less game 3s, we will do it all tomorrow.
Take your
Yes,
base.
unfortunately, you'll have to carry that on solo.
Well, I think I'm gonna have Dean joining me just to help me get through it.
Hitter.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am.
I'm here for no.
Strike.
Luther, throw to second in time. They do get the Dragon special as she stepped on the bag before she threw it. So we'll head to the top of the ninth. Bombers 3 outs away from an elimination game at Emerald Diamond tomorrow. Morrison, throw to first in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
This one, dive by Morrison, throw to first, not in time. Beaten out by Pearson, and now here is Alyssa Sass.
Number 35. Outside.
So the only, if this holds out, the only lower seed that won today was the Knights at the Moonshots. It was the home sides across the board today besides that. This ball is hit deep in the right. Caught by Cox, 2 gone. And now here is Alfred Delia.
Number 99.
This one's up the middle. Bombers will stay alive. Man, we went through quick today. 2 hours and 20 minutes of games.
Number 10. Strike. Ball outside.
This one's into left, and so bases will be loaded now with 2 outs. Bombers making it a little bit interesting here.
Hey, have we seen this 8-1 situation before?
We have seen an 8-1 2-out situation before. Here is 0 for 4 Rifleman.
Sure.
That's inside.
It's Queen Khan in relief. This one to left, off of the glove of Olsen. 1 run will score. Another one is coming home, so it'll be 8-3 now.
Now batting, the left.
Now bring up Tyler Benetti.
Number 4.
He has been living off of the bases clearing double in the first round. So far 0 for 3 today with a walk.
Strike. Strike.
That one in the zone, 2-2. Swings at ball 4, throw to first in time, or ball 3 rather. And the Serpents get the win. They take an 8-3 victory. Bombers made it interesting at the end, but Squared, your thoughts on this game as well as the games for today and what we can expect tomorrow?
I mean, there's not really much to say. It was the speed. The Serpents stole at least probably 10 bases. I'm over exaggerating, but geez, like it was the speed that killed the Bombers. You know, every base hit, they're taking 2 bases. And the Serpent speed really shut up in this game. Bombers just gonna maybe rethink their defensive positioning or something, but and the offense took too long to get going. I mean, realistically, through the first 8 innings, all they had was that Luther home run. Sammy Green pitched great. The entire Serpents lineup was hitting, not a lot of home runs, but they put the ball where they ain't. And Serpents pitching did well. Sammy Green pitched excellent, getting the win. Khan pitched well until that last inning, and Serpents overwhelmingly pretty much dominated that entire game.
And they dominate the Stars. Carmel Apple, Big McLarge, and then Shalon Davar, your stars of the game. Well, that'll do it for day 1 of the conference semifinals. Knights get a sweaty palms 2-1 victory at the Moonshots. The High Rollers get a 5-2 victory over the number 6 seed ball players, but lose Wally Wildy in the process. The Vikings lead out 4-0 heading into the bottom of the 9th. A 3-run comeback for the Dragons cut just short. And then the Serpents run wild over the Bombers to get an 8-3 victory. So to start tomorrow, it'll be myself on the call. I might start a little bit earlier and do that Bomber-Serpent game by myself. It'll be Serpents at Bombers to start off at the Emerald Diamond. Hard Cheese and Ducato, the pitchers for that one. Then we'll have Holiday and Bradley for the Vikings-Dragons game. Our nightcap will be Campbell and Fitzmagic for the High Rollers and ball players. And then finally, Moonshots, Bonatello at Shep Franks for the Knights at the Swagger Center. It will be a 4-game stream, and if we have 2 or less game 3s, then we will have those to close out the night as well. I think I'll be on the call alone for those, if that's the case. I think Dean can only do 5 to 7. So that'll do it for us today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope to see you tomorrow, and until next time, keep on rigging, everybody.